Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today I am making signatures, you guys. Can you even see me? There, is that better? There, I think that's a little bit better. So forgive me because I don't remember exactly what size this is, but this is a traveler's notebook by Webster's Pages. I think this is the personal size, super big. And I've already made I've already chosen my paper and made some signatures. The signatures are very thin, you guys, and that's because normally I add like paper and it turns out so bulky once I add pictures and everything and make my little decorative layouts and stuff like that. So I made them super skinny. I honestly feel like it only has a couple pages. And you guys can see the color theme. This one's pre-bought. This is actually from Webster's Pages as well. I'm not sure if it came with it. I may have bought this separately. But as you guys can see, these are my color. So very soft pastels. I used a different combination of paper collections and paper kits, single pages. I'm gonna flip through this one first, and I just did an actual kind of like a, I don't know if it's a specific sewing, but I just did the ribbon, the thread here. And this one is from Prima Lavender collection. And don't worry, okay, so what I plan to do with the colors, because obviously I love this side, but this lavender side doesn't really go with the theme. So I'm either gonna mute it with like white paint over it to kind of bring this color down, or I'm gonna cover it with a, with paper. But the color theme that I'm kind of going for this is also using like a soft pastel with these. So ignore this side. Obviously, look at gorgeous this coral paper is. This actually came, I think I bought it as a single sheet from Hobby Lobby. It's an 8.5 by 11. This one is from the District Garden by Simple Stories. And same thing, although I love the black and white with a little bit of dashes of like the spray paint and stuff like that, I am gonna mute this color, these colors a little bit. I finally used the music sheet that Susan sent me. The pink also from the Garden District, and you see this side is so bright colors. I plan to either cover it or mute it down as well, and then this is the rest of the pages. So that's the first signature. And the second one I've sewn so far is this one. So I love this color. That's the one I plan to keep. I plan to mute this one a little bit. This one is from the Apricot collection from Prima. I'm gonna cover some of this and then just regular colored cardstock. This very pastel yellow. This is from a Winnie the Pooh paper kit, but look at the other side. It's a green that totally doesn't go with the color theme, so I plan to cover this one up. And then just a dolly. Look at this one, it's absolutely gorgeous. This is also from Garden District. I love this. I love the back, but these colors don't really go, so I need to kind of come up with something for this. Also, either I'm gonna cover down or I'm gonna put some paste or some white acrylic paint just kind of to hide that a little bit. And then I accidentally cut it way too short, so as you can see, I just decided to not waste the paper and use it anyways. And again, this is just the back of the colors of the paper that I've already chosen. So this is my signature number 2. And then, like I told you guys, this one is a pre-bought one. And I am actually, it's a little bit bigger than the signatures I have made. So my signatures are 4 1/4 by 8. And this is a tad bit bigger, if you guys can see, probably like half, no, maybe 1/4 bigger. So I'm going to, I was actually going to do what I usually do, which is make my own mess and actually separate these. Take a little bit of pages and trim them so that I can incorporate them in the last 2 signatures that I have. The last 2 signatures I haven't sewed just yet. Sorry, that stapler is giving me a hard time. So honestly, the cover for this went really well, but I don't have room. This only has space for 4. I guess technically I could bring a rubber band and add it, but we'll see. We'll see how much the thickness ends up being. You know what I mean? So let me move this aside. This is like that. It almost looks like latex, to be honest, like a soft pink latex, but I absolutely love it. These are the other 2 signatures I have. These are using scattered paper. This one is from Garden District. This one is from Kaiser. Is it from Kaiser? I think so. You guys remember I used this collection a long time ago. This was pretty paper I've been hoarding. So I have that lavender. I have just regular cardstock. This one's from Prima. This one is from who knows where. It was a single sheet. And that is the third signature. And then the last one is this one. This is also a paper by Prima. And then just pastel pink, coral pink. That's another one from Prima. Another music sheet that Susan sent me. And then some leftover pink paper from that Vintage Valentine. So to this one is where I am going to be adding. Well, first of all, I'm going to trim this to the right size, which is 8. Let me see. Well, actually, this cutter won't be able to tell me. So I'm going to just make a little mark. Oh, it's not much at all. It's not much at all. So I'm just going to make a little ding, make a little mark there. And then cut this. Like so. And then just a little bit. Technically, I didn't have to keep them the same size, but okay. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. And then I only did 3, so let's do one in the center. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you one. Okay, I've already created a little template. Basically, I cut some copy paper, just a regular copy paper, like, well, it's not really copy paper. This is here. It's a piece of scrap paper that I cut. So I cut a paper to the length of your signature, and then you fold it in half, and then you measure what you would think is going to be your sewing area. So basically what I do is I came down 1/2 inch on this side, 1/2 inch on this side, and then I found the middle, which is 4 if this is my 8. So I'm just going to squeeze it in there and try to keep it like that. I don't have a mat. You guys have seen my little towel that I use for everything and everything, and this is something glittery and sticky like a paste or something. It looks like poop, but trust me, it's not poop. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a needle, and I am going to kind of hold on to it, so I'm holding it like this in an angle so I could see where my mark is, but at the same time I'm getting right through the center, and then I'm just gonna poke it through like that, and then do the same thing, fold it like that, make sure it doesn't move, and then I'm gonna do the last piece. Just fold it a little bit and then stick it in your mark. Okay, and then once your marks are there, now the centerpiece has the marks from the stapler, but that doesn't bother me. So I'm going to, oh, by the way, I ended up using this thread right here, which is a little bit thicker than my pink one. I did consider using this coral one. I just said it was pink, but I think it's coral. But look at the difference of the thread. So I decided to use this one as the one to hold everything together. So I'm going to wiggle it, and I'm going to leave, let me pull the needle a little bit so I get more leeway like that. Okay, so I'm gonna start putting it inward towards here, and then leaving this space right here, and then I'm going to come back up, or the bottom, it's up to you which one you're gonna do, and I am going to find that same hole and push it back in. Make sure it's tight, so hold on to this one and then just kind of pull, and then we're going to go all the way across back to this one, the end, the other opposite side. We're going to push it through, and again we're going to pull so that it's tight. And then right here, what I'd like to do is kind of make like a T. So this one is facing down this way. This one is obviously just going straight, and I'm going to come back in through the middle, but I want to come out on the opposite side of the long one, because make sure you pull, because when I tie the knots and I'm just double knotting, I want this one to be held or caught in the middle. So that's why I'm going to hold it like this on opposite sides, same hole, but I wanted to capture the one in the middle. So I'm just going to give it a little tug to make sure it's tight. And then I am just doing 2 knots. 1 and then 2. And then you guys can decide how thick or long, not how thick, but how long you want your string to hang. You can leave it long like that, or you can make it smaller. It's up to you. Now, even though the pages, my paper is all the same size, if you notice, it's not straight here. And the reason for that is because the paper needs the gap right here to folding over and over and over each other. If it bothers you, this is where I would take a craft knife and cut it with a ruler, like so, right? I would use the top page as the guide, and then I would just trim and trim with the craft knife until you cut all and make everything even. But I've done that in the past, and it works perfectly fine. But honestly, I don't want to be bothered by it. I actually kind of am okay that it sticks out like that because it's not a lot. So I don't know, I decided that I was gonna give it a try and leave it as it is. So yeah. Okay, so for this one, let me see if I like the order of how the signatures are put in place. I think for sure that one needs to be in the middle, and then maybe this one as the front, or like that. So let's do that. So these three, this one's gonna be my last one, and then I need, what did I say? This one, right? It's gonna be my third one, and then this one is going to be the second, and this is gonna be my top one. And as you can see, I kind of messed up the score line right there, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me, like I said. Okay, so let's add these 2 pages here. Okay, and then I feel like I want to add a dolly to this one. In a dolly, not a dolly, a doily. My grandmother, my mother-in-law corrected me about my pronunciation on that one. Let me see if I could add a big one. So I'm using these big ones by Wilton. I picked these up from Michael's. They are 8 inches, so it's the perfect. I got these on sale, by the way. They're like $137. I hauled them long time ago. I shared that haul with you guys, and I am just going to which way do we want it? Do we want it to, yeah, we'll do it like that. Like that. I'm gonna do it this way so that you see the front. So I'm just gonna fold it in half and then align it. Oh, but you don't see it. Okay, so never mind. We're gonna do it this way. Let me find the fold I just made. But then the back side is right here. Okay, no. We're gonna keep it like this. And that way when you flip it, yeah, you're gonna see the back side of that. So, you know what else we could do here? An envelope or like a pocket, but do I want to? You know what? Sewing signatures like this is so easy that honestly, if for some reason later on I do decide to add an actual envelope so that it's like foldable in here, it doesn't take me anything to honestly cut through it and then redo it again. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm going to skip that step of adding an envelope right now. So this is what it's looking like. You guys can see my color theme here. So just ignore like these harsh brown, this one, although it's beautiful, it's not what I want for this one, and neither is this one. So just ignore those. We're going to fold everything like that. I'm gonna slide my template in here. I am going to bring my towel again and make sure that's aligned. I'm gonna keep it a little bit folded just like that in an angle, and I'm going to poke the hole through like that. Okay, and then the bottom. Make sure it doesn't move on you. This is better because it's easier to do the measurements on the actual paper, on the template, before you come in and do it on, trying to do it with all of them already in there, like this. You know what I mean? It's easier to just have your template and do the measurements while it's flat with just one sheet. I think I should have enough right here. So same thing, we're going to come through the middle, hold on to a little bit, and then we're going to go to the top. Hold on. Just making sure I get all of them. Yep. And then, where are you? Okay, right there. Okay. And then we're going to come all the way down. Ouch. Don't poke yourself because I just did that. Come on. Sometimes you have to wiggle. Okay, and then we're going to make our T. Let me slide that down. And I'm going to tug a little bit so it's tight. And then I'm going to swing it back through the center. And I'm going to make sure that the middle thread, it's right in the middle of the two ending pieces right here. I'm just going to give it a little tug. Okay, and then 2 knots. Oops. And then 1 more. Okay, and then you could cut it as short or as long as you want. And that is the final signature. And there we have it. There we have it. Like so. Like so. Yeah, that's it, you guys. And then we can slide it in there. And this is going to be our first one. And if you're wondering what kind of pictures do I want for this, right? Well, basically, okay, so here's my signatures. You guys can see how pretty they look slided in there. Because to me, this paper is gorgeous. Sorry about that, you guys. I thought that that was our post office lady. And I am waiting on a box, so I thought that I was gonna catch her before she rang the doorbell, but that wasn't her. So anyway, so here is my signatures, and now, in my opinion, oh my gosh, can I like finish this video? Hi, honey.
Doing?
Huh?
Were you able to get your appointment?
Yeah, I already got to my appointment.
Okay. What they do? They kept you the same size, or they ordered new ones, or what?
No, they kept me the same size. They said they look good, they fit good, so I have to do another 6 weeks.
Okay.
So, you for breaking for lunch?
Yeah, they got Lowe's food over here, so that's where they wanted to eat at, so.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Have you been in there?
This is my first time, actually. So.
I said I was going to take you, and I never took you. But, yeah, I enjoy it.
All right.
All right, honey. Love you.
Love you, beautiful. Just want to check in, honey.
Okay. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. So, hopefully, let's finish this video up because I keep getting interrupted. Okay, so here are my signatures. I've said that like 5 times by now. You guys may not see all of them on camera. So to me, in my opinion, this is so gorgeous. But I'm not going on any special trips. I don't... Oh, Why are you getting stained? Well, that's a good thing this is latex, because look, I must have oh my gosh, I must have my glass mat super freaking dirty, but you know what, it's okay. Let's bring my handy. See, it helps that this thing is like plastic latex. How? But obviously this mat needs a good cleaning. Okay, so what was I saying? Because now I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so I don't have any special trip where I am gonna go and see some fancy places. Just working. So what I'm gonna substitute, and the pictures that I want to use for this, or that I want to document, is I have, if you guys know my story, or you've been here for a while, maybe you haven't, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. I had a big gap in crafting. I stopped crafting probably like over a decade, and I would just craft like very rarely. But I did accumulate tons and tons of pictures because I still love to take pictures, and in my mind someday somehow I was going to document all of this. So I ended up with years of pictures. I'm talking about tons and tons of pictures. I have a big old box that has nothing but pictures. And I was like, you know what? Let's do the fancy pictures for this fancy paper and this fancy traveler's notebook that's kind of pastel color, which is kind of what I'm feeling lately. So I am going to show you some recent pictures, some old pictures, but mostly it's what I would consider a fancy picture. So let me move this aside, and first I want to show you this pretty girl for her father-daughter dance that just happened this year. And then I have this pretty random picture that's just been flipping and flopping in the box, and I was like, you know what, yes, I have one of these framed. Yes, I actually documented a big 12 by 12 layouts for this picture, but I just have this last little one, so I was like, oh, just create a second layout, you know. So I have that one. Look at the difference. This is like one of the first father-daughters, and this is the last for elementary school. So first and last. Let me see if I have another one. Do I? No, I don't, because this one is black and white. Oh, I can show you, but I'm actually doing a 12 by 12 in a pocket page to document the last father-daughter dance, but I will show them to you. Give me a second. I just got these pictures yesterday from CVS. I still like ordering my stuff from them because it's cheaper, and I always have a coupon code that I could use. Like seriously, I always have a coupon code that I could use. But this is the last father-daughter dance. So look at the, I mean, just to see them like grow and capture. Oh, my baby. But anyways, so this one is just random. I did print this one in black and white, and I want to do a layout for that one. And then I have some random ones, you guys. I have this one of me and my son. It's black and white. It's super old. I have this one that's also been flopping around because I did a layout, and then I guess this one was forgotten somewhere. I have no idea, or I never developed it or printed it until now. So I have that one that's also black and white. So if you see the theme, it's kind of like a fancy theme, even though this one is not fancy. It's like black and white. This is like fancy in my opinion. And then look at my dad, black and white. And then I have these ones. This is like my father-in-law and my son. And then we have this family portrait that's old as well, like I think 2014, I'm not sure. And then I have this one as well of my husband and his brothers. So this is kind of like the pictures that I want to put in here. I also have this other picture that I need to house because it's been flopping in the box as well, you guys. This is my mom and dad. And as you guys can see the theme, let me try to move this. So this is like a black and white, right? Kind of thing right here. I feel like these colors will work really well, creating layouts for them in here. And then I think that these colors would be really well, go really well in there because of the color of Adriana's and I's dresses and just the background, how light it is. So I feel like these could be implemented in there as well. Same thing with this one. This one came out a little bit yellow, but I still love the picture. I'm just going to find a way to work it into a layout where this isn't the focus, the color isn't the focus. And then of course, this is just a fancy, gorgeous picture that also goes, wait a minute. She's wearing the same dang dress. I just realized that. Look at that. It was way too big back here, I guess. Yeah, you guys, that is the exact same dress. I just realized that. But anyways, she's wearing the same headpiece. Oh, no, she's not. She's wearing hair clips here and a bandana. Not a bandana, but a hair piece there. But anyways, side conversation over. Those are the pictures, but you guys can see kind of what I'm trying to do. But yet here I have my mom's picture where the blue is so eye-catching that I need to mute it down. So the only way that I could do that was to scan this picture and turn it into black and white. And that's what I plan to do. So I plan to add this in here as well. And then I have a picture of great grandpa Robinson and great grandma Robinson of their wedding, and I want to do the same thing. It's black and white because this is of course great grandparents, so it was like early, what was in like 20s 30s. So I'm gonna add that in here as well, and I hope that you guys love the idea. I know I kind of went super chatty, but yeah, that was it. That's my intent. I hope that, like I said, you guys love this project. I hope you see how simple it is to sew a signature, and if you do decide to change it, it's an easy fix to remove paper or add. I do want to add maybe an envelope, so I could add some, maybe a pretty quote or a pretty note card or just something, memorabilia or something. So I don't know, that's all that I have for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.